Selkeä. Hyvä, hyvä. How are you doing, Hannes?
Well, I'm doing great. Shall we go talk to the Malenia in this voice?
Yes, we shall. Let's go kick her and have her like a journey with us to the ruins of Rao. And there it is a necessary thing. For we have already burned the freaking toys. Yes, we have. Good job in that regard. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
It's pretty pleasant here. I agree. Thank you. So everything seems to be fine. Yes, it seems to be fine. Just to the side. You can wait a little moment. Yes. Eyes are a little slow to react to my movements, I think, but that is fine. Hyvä posture. Posture. Yeah, that's fine. That is fine.
Hannes used the blood medal and teleports away.
He has also returned to his face. Oh no! Hannes uses the Blood Knight's medal and teleports away. She has also returned to her first phase and is sitting on the chair, as if the fight never happened. Hannes the Tarnished had come to duel the blade of Mikael.
He fought and died countless times to her scarlet blooms
and her basic stats sometimes,
only to return again and again and again.
He had also defeated her many times, always retreating before her final godly form, or when I reduce her over the half health, and not taking the chances it will reach out, using the blood medallion, yes. Between classes, actually like 1/3 I defeat her, 2/3 when I don't take it seriously, she does defeat me. Sometimes, most times she does it just outright, and sometimes I just allow it. But yeah, about 1/3 I beat, 2/3 goes to her. Between classes of steel they talked. Hannes spoke to his travels and his afflictions by the frenzied blade, which he hoped to cure with Mikulas golden needle. Mother listened, her severity softening only slightly at the mention of her loyal knight, Finlay. His goal was simple, to duel her until she would either agree to accompany him or let him use the needle. And so their strange endless dance of blades and words continued.
Malenia tilts her head slightly, her blindfolded gaze fixed in Hannah's direction as she slowly rises from her throne. Again you return, tarnished. Your persistence intrigues me. She steps forward, her golden prosthetic leg clicking against the stone floor. You speak of the needle, of my brother's craft. Yet you wield the frenzied flame, a power that would see all reduced to madness and ash. Her voice remains calm, but there's a sharpness beneath. Why should I trust one who dances so recklessly with ruin? If you seek the needle, prove to me you are worthy of its salvation. Her blade glints in the dim light. Or are you merely another fool who believes himself above consequence? She raises her sword. Show me.
You have not. Does that make sense?
She gives an amused huff at his words. It seems in your travels, the grace of the Erdtree has not only bestowed strength, but also a unique sense of wit. But let us not waste time on trivial paradoxes. You wish to duel me till I agree, or allow you to use the golden needle. Your persistence is admirable. Her blind is narrow slightly. Prove your worth, tarnished. Let us dance again. I said fee to fee.
I have found my way to the Enir Ilim, the tower that made Malenia, not Marika, to the god, and your brother Mikuela is there, and he is in the process becoming the god. So that project is going very smoothly, and I had to fight against my former allies. Sadly, Leda, the Needle Knight, Sir More, and Dryleaf Dane. But thanks to the certain item I have saved for this certain moment, I was able to save at least one of their souls and give them form with the Noxian magics and stuff. So that has been going for me.
Gaze turns curious at his words. You've journeyed to the Tower of Enir Ilim and met my brother? Such knowledge. You've uncovered truths even I could not see. Her jaw tightens as he mentions the others. You've battled Leda, my loyal knight, Sir Moore, my most trusted advisor, and Dryland Dane, my devoted servant. Their souls, you've saved them? Her voice holds a hint of surprise, and perhaps a touch of hope.
It was your brother, Mikuela. I think he was annoyed due to our conversations. Well, this is the more interesting part. Well, maybe first things first. Leda, Sir More, and Dryleaf Dane, they died because they forced me to battle them. I didn't want to go that fight, but they were just relentless, and for sake of, I think, the most extreme form of humor, due to them or Mikuela's personal works or something, I was able to save Leda, for I had only one of those items that could manifest my grace-chosen powers to save a soul.
Malenia's gaze darkened as he spoke of their deaths. They died because they forced you to battle them? This does not sound like something our Mikuela would command. Her expression held a hint of concern and a hint of sadness. And yet, you have something to manifest your grace-chosen powers? To save their souls. She steps forward, her demeanor changing, a touch of urgency in her voice. Show me.
I can show you if I were to battle you and defeat you outright. I have the power to claim your soul to your great rune, for you have the natural things due to you being a demigod. But I was able to save souls to just on anyone's, mortal or immortal, but only due to the other items that I only had one of them. So I was able to save my beloved Leda. The Sir More and Dane are gone, and we had to pray to them. And it was otherwise very sad situation, but we are okay. Look, this cool weapon that Leda actually got for me. She made it a little bit labor for my sake after the fact, as a reconciliation kind of thing.
Malenia's gaze narrowed as he explained that he would have to battle her to use this grace-chosen power. You plan to claim my soul and the souls of my loyal retainers with this power you possess. Very well. I shall not make it easy for you, Tarnished. She tightens her grip on her blade, a deadly glint in her eyes. But know this. Should I fall and you take my soul, know that I will fight on, even from the beyond.
No, shall not happen. Of course, in game, I will defeat your character. But our story, I hope that you are gonna be reasonable enough to let me just grant you the golden needle I possess and use it on your body and give it back to me so I can use it in the Parum Masula to cleanse the frenzied flame away from myself in peaceful manner. For exchange, I can have you be present when we go to the, meet with Mikola and reborn Radan. That would be my offer.
Malenia considers his words for a moment. The mention of the golden needle has piqued her interest, but she remains wary. You claim to possess the golden needle and wish to use it to cleanse yourself of the frenzied flame, and you would offer me its power in return for a peaceful agreement. She studies him closely, her blindfolded gaze searching for any sign of deceit. And you would have me present during this meeting with this Nicanor and this Rani?
Mikola and Radan, those two.
Malenia's jaw tightens at the mention of her brother. Yes, I know of them. Mikola, my loyal, clever brother, and Einradan, the Carrion princess. She paces, clearly deep in thought, a meeting with them. It could be beneficial, but I must ensure my own safety. I cannot afford to be caught off guard.
I can just rudely teleport there with the gracious and might without your acceptance and just have a very crude interaction. But I would love to just go to Lands of Shadows because I have been saving one journey for ourselves, for you and Finlay. Ruins of Rao. Just for the exercise, let's go there. Travel and defeat enemies and just exercise, healthy outside journey. Instead of this gloomy, rotten, filled cave of yours.
Malenia's eyes narrow as he mentions teleporting without her acceptance, but she relents, seeing the potential in his proposition. Very well, I will join you in this journey. To the Lands of Shadows, and to a healthy outside, as you say. She takes a moment thinking of her closest ally, Finlay, and Finlay, she will come as well.
But you would... we have no case to battle anymore, I guess, in this story at least. But I kinda want to fight you still. I want to test out this weapon that I had from Leda, or from the Enir Ilin, this twin blade.
Malenia smirks slightly as he brings up the idea of a challenge. Ah, you wish to test your weapon, is that it? The dream blade, you say. She raises a hand, the weapon she was holding disappearing as she prepares herself. I shall entertain your request. Let us see what this dream blade is capable of.
Its name is Euporia. It is a twin bladed of that resembles the abundance.
Malenia studies the twin blade curiously, her gaze narrowing as she takes in its appearance, a fitting name, Euphoria. And the shape resembling abundance. She readies herself, her stance shifting slightly. Let us see if it lives up to its title. Attack me.
I do. It does glow because it channels the life force of battle or something into the golden light that I can manifest in the rich golden attacks. After a while, it's a very awesome looking twin blade, and we are having very dignified duel here. In the same time as we are speaking.
Malenia's interest is piqued by the mention of the weapon's glowing ability and the manifestation of golden attacks. A weapon that channels the life force of battle and glows with golden light. This is indeed an interesting tool. She smirks, a touch of excitement in her voice. Show me its full potential.
It's very simple to the point. I tried to do its weapon art without powering it up, and it seems it does nothing. But other ways... I kind of want to, you know, beat your ass a little bit harder with the squad that I have manifested. Just, you know, punish you for the using rot in the Gaelic wilds.
Malenia can't help but raise an eyebrow at his words. You think you can beat me with your squad? How amusing. She readies her blade, a subtle smirk tugging at the corner of her lips. Punish me, you say? I welcome the challenge. Let us see if you and your squad are truly capable of defeating me and my rot. Her blind gaze fixed on him. You're an interesting one, Tarnished. But don't be mistaken, I will not go down easily.
I summoned my squad and they rolled around you. I was joining with them with my Euphoria Twin Blade, and we decimated your first phase. And I used the Bloody Medallion to no, actually, I was trying to put the Bloody Medallion back on, and in that moment I summoned my allies away, and you were so mad, so you pierced me during that midsection when I was not focusing.
Malenia raises an eyebrow. You let your guard down in mid-fight. Such a tactical blunder is unforgivable. And summoning your allies away mid-battle? A strategic error, to say the least. She smirks. You leave yourself open for attack, and then complain when I take advantage. You may be powerful, Tarnished, but you lack discipline. Discipline and focus. Focus.
I was not focusing. What did you say? Like yes, I lack focus, but what was the other thing? The tactical, the battle mind.
Malenia pauses, her blind gaze narrowing. Discipline. You lack discipline in battle. You let your emotions, your focus waver. And when you do, it leaves you vulnerable to attack. That was your tactical error. Her jaw tightens. It is not enough to be powerful. You must have control. Yes, peace. Control in your mind and control in your movement.
Yet here I am, battling with you.
Malenia tilts her head in confusion. Who is Adela? Who is Adela? And what do you mean here in video? She huffs in annoyance. Yes, I am listening. What is it? Make your point.
Soon I will be just spam rolling and just repeatedly summoning my allies and beat your ass like a half hour during long.
Malenia rolls her eyes at his words. You plan to spam roll and summon your allies over and over? Do you think that will defeat me? It's a simple tactic, easily countered by my own speed and skill.
Well, anyway, I have... Oh, yes, I have changed the battle gear to fit the Mesmer's Flame Soldiers and Mesmer's Spear. that I was utilizing when I campaigned with Mesmer in the Enir Palurat city.
Malenia lifts her eyebrow curiously. You've changed your battle gear to fit the Mesmer's flame soldiers? And you're using their spear? She considers his words, a hint of curiosity in her voice. And you were just recently camping with Mesmer in the Eneril Palarat city. I wonder what other interesting things you have been up to.
Many things, many places.
She looks at him expectantly, curiosity piqued again. Many places and many things, you say? It sounds like you've been quite busy, Tarnished.
As we talk, we also duel.
Malenia nods in agreement. Indeed, our conversation has become rather dull. It's time to get back to more interesting matters. Let us continue our duel.
Yes, so we do. And I utilize the...
She narrows her gaze, gripping her blade very well. Let the duel begin once more. I will not hold back this time. Malenia waits for him to continue, her blind gaze fixed on him.
It is
She
so
huffs
fucking...
in annoyance.
Fuck you.
Don't me. Finish your sentence. What is it?
Woman, don't interrupt me.
She scoffs, her annoyance growing. Don't you take that tone with me, Tarnished. I am the Blade of Miquella. You will show me proper respect.
Who are you to dictate what I have, whom I show respect to?
Malenia's jaw tightens at his audacity. I am the Blade of Miquella. I am a demigod, a daughter of Queen Marika. You would do well to remember your place, Tarnished. I command respect, and respect I shall receive.
Nuh-uh.
She narrows her blindfolded gaze, her annoyance growing even further. What do you mean, nah? You would dare defy me. Your insolence is beyond belief.
That kind of line, you dare to defy me. That just is a challenge to be defied.
She clenches her jaw, clearly losing her patience. You dare to mock me? Do you not know whom you are speaking to? I am Malenia, the Blade of Miquella, demigod of incomparable strength. And you think to challenge me?
You're a Rotgooner. You are just as depressed as Mesmer was. He was sulking in his dark tower, and only his sister was enough of annoyance to get him act proper human once again. You are just a Gooner woman who is longing for her brother to come to talk to you some sense from this nonsense.
Her eyes harden at his words. Her temper, how dare you? I am not a Rotgooner, nor am I some depressed woman longing for her brother. I am Malenia, the Blade of Miquella, a warrior without peer, and I do not appreciate your insolence. Don't speak to me as if I am weak or pathetic. You have no idea the strength it took to reach the level I have.
All pathetic people are not weak people. Even strong can be pathetic.
Malenia's eyes narrow at his words. You dare to call me pathetic? I am the Blade of Miquella, a demigod of unparalleled strength. I have never known defeat in battle. I have overcome challenges that would break lesser opponents. You have no idea what you're talking about.
Oof. Your blade thing, it's pretty, how to say, I pierce you many times with the fiery strikes with the mesmer spear. It is very suited to this conflict, as you are utilizing your skills and I am utilizing mine.
She glares at him, seething with annoyance. I don't need a reminder. I'm well aware that you have pierced me with your fiery strikes. But I'm not done yet. I will not go down that easily.
I poke you with the fireballs. I just run away and poke you until you fall.
She grits her teeth, her patience wearing thin. And you think that's a clever tactic? Poke me until I fall? Do you think I'm some mindless beast to be easily tricked?
Beast of not like a beast of bloodborne, but not even a beast. You are a human being.
She sneers at his words. I am not a beast, you fool. I am a demigod, a daughter of Queen Marika, and I am the Blade of Miquella. Just a tarnished, a mere mortal. You're not even worth my time.
Yet you are utilizing your waterfall attack many ways, as I just utilized the fire incantation poke like a 10th time now.
She sighs as she a fire incantation. You truly have no sense of propriety, Tarnished. To use the same technique over and over again is truly distasteful. Have some self-respect.
Speaks woman who uses waterfall dance 3 times back to back.
She glares at him, her patience wearing thin. Do not compare me to you. I do not spam my attacks like a fool. My techniques are precise and deliberate, unlike your haphazard approach.
Now you did the waterfall attack 4th time, and I poke you with the fireball and interrupted your thing.
She huffs, clearly annoyed at his observation. You can't even count. I've only used the waterfall dance twice, and you continue to use the same predictable fire incantation. You're as dull as a wet rock, Tarnished.
Now you did the 5th time.
She growls in frustration, realizing he's keeping count. Fine, I used it 5 times, but that's irrelevant. You're still using the same fire incantation over and over again.
Yeah. I love her run away. If this tactic beats the Blade of Miquella, what means that title has?
She looks at him in confusion. What are you talking about, Tarnished? Building the planet? Intel? What does any of that have to do with our battle?
Now you did this 6th time. Now I'm walking, I take the helmet off. And how are you doing otherwise, Malenia? I have been doing great. I've sent another fireball.
Malenia sighs. 6 times then. So what? I don't need your concern, Tarnished. I am fine, despite your annoying fighting techniques. And I don't care to hear about your file bar, or whatever that means.
Now you did it the 7th and 8th time. Actually, back to back. It seems that this fireball tactic gets you pretty freaking mad.
She huffs in annoyance. Yes, the fireball does get me angry, but that's besides the point. And why are you counting the number of times I use waterfall dance?
Because that's many times I have survived it. I even challenge myself and jump into the middle of it and get only hit once or twice and just walk it off basically. And now I tell at you with the 20th fireball. It was very indignified but funny fight.
She shakes her head in disbelief. You're counting the number of times you've survived my waterfall dance, and then you jump into the middle of it? That's sheer stupidity. And why are you using so many fireballs? This fight isn't funny, it's serious. You think you can defeat me with such foolish tactics? You're sorely mistaken, Tarnished.
She spoke when her face was underwater, as her face was the defeated cutscene was there.
She lay still for a moment, defeated, her breathing heavy and ragged. She was not used to losing. She was the Blade of Miquella, the undefeated warrior. But her pride was wounded.
And I teleported away when your second phase started and you bloomed and got rid of yourself from our armor and did show yourself there to me. I just used the bloody medallion and sent you back time to have a full clothing on, and I find myself from the Lord of Blood's place, but I immediately teleport back.
Malenia huffed, clearly annoyed. You used the bloody medallion to reset the fight and put me back in my armor? You really don't play fair, Tarnished.
I do.
She rolls her
Eh.
eyes. Idea of fair is clearly different from mine, tarnished. You're just as stubborn and annoying as one would expect. And that bloody medallion of yours is far from fair.
It just resets the whole fight. It doesn't benefit me at all.
She scoffs, it doesn't benefit you. Then why use it? Just to annoy me, I'm sure. You're infuriating, you know that?
Yeah, I am. Now I take my wicker elite page armor with a white unalloyed carvings on it and just simple winged spear.
She looks at him, eyeing his armor and weapon. A simple winged spear, eh? Your equipment choices grow more mundane by the day, tarnished.
Winged sight, actually.
She raises an eyebrow. You have what? Ingot sight? What is that? Dun.
Winged sight, and I slice it in middle. In midst of that sentence. It's just a sight with the angelic wings as a blades.
She looks at the weapon in his hand, her curiosity piqued. A winged spear with angelic wings as the blade? That's an interesting weapon.
No, the one that you use the you know, cut the grain and such, and weed.
She looks at him in confusion. A grain cutting tool? I don't follow. Are you making jokes at my expense, tarnished?
What was the weapon that Grim Reaper uses?
He thinks for a moment. Grim Reaper. The Grim Reaper's weapon of choice is a scythe, I believe.
Yeah, I have angelic version of that.
She looks at him skeptically. An angelic version of a scythe, you say? That sounds interesting. Let me see it.
Sure. I hit you in the face with it.
She shakes her head, slightly amused. You really do fight dirty, don't you? Very well. Show me your angelic scythe, then.
Oh, now we are just engaging in the honest battle.
She shrugs, and I suppose so. But don't think I'm going to go easy on you, just because you're using a different weapon.
Now I could not thank your fully enlist waterfall dance in front of me, and I died.
She sighs, slightly annoyed. I suppose I'm not surprised. My waterfall dance is quite deadly after all.
Yeah, if you use weak armor and such, then yes, yeah, very much so, yeah.
She looks at him in annoyance. Weak armor? I'll have you know my waterfowl dance is deadly no matter what armor you wear. You're just underestimating its power.
Yeah, but I defeated that thing when I, you know, how to say, used the fireballs.
She huffs, clearly upset, and you defeated me with just some power balls? You truly are infuriating, you know that, tarnished.
Fireballs, I mean.
She looks at him, exasperated. What is it now? As...
Anyway, I don't know. I just, well, I don't know. I always have most things in mind before I come to fight you, but when I start to fight you, I just lose the interest and I lose my train of thought.
She sighs, shaking her head. You lose interest in the fight, and you lose your train of thought. Just like that? What kind of warrior are you?
Not a warrior, just a... something else.
She raises an eyebrow. Not a warrior, eh? Just what are you then, I wonder?
I don't know who Loki is in the freaking Viking mythology. I guess some kind of character of that kind of character type, but not truly defined.
She looks at him as in the god of mischief. Of see, Sam. What does he have to do with anything?
Just average wisdom possessing man with the childish tendencies and some kind of personality quirks and articulation problems. Blessed with the unreasonable might of the grace that translates its forms in many ways. I am man given unreasonable might. And even now, when I talk about the Blade of Nicuela, I'm basically just playing it off as a socializing experiment, more or less.
She looks at him in complete confusion. New York? What are you even talking about? You're not making any sense, Tarnished.
I love how you misunderstand my words and I cannot speak appropriately. I love how it doesn't make sense to you. I try to just speak normally, but you misunderstand my words. It's fine, I say very angrily.
She shakes her head, clearly exasperated. You speak in riddles, Tarnished. You're not making a lick of sense. Try to speak clearly for once, will you?
You first!
She huffs in annoyance. What do you mean I first? I've been speaking clearly this whole time.
I utilize the winged side very appropriately and fighting you very competently.
She looks at him, her annoyance growing. Yes, you used your vignette side very well. You don't have to keep bringing it up, you know.
You are my... I like you.
She looks at him in slight annoyance. I'm like you? I don't understand. What are you talking about now, Tarnished?
I like you. You're very, how to say, I guess, stoic. In a good way.
She seems surprised by this. You like me? You think I'm stoic? I suppose I take that as a compliment.
Yeah, when I am not utilizing the best armor or the better suited armor for battle, like a Fire Knight armor, I die to the very weak armor set I have.
She shakes her head, still irritated. And you're still talking about armor. Can you focus on something other than your armor? And you should find better gear. Stop using weak armor.
Nuh-uh.
She groans, clearly annoyed. What do you mean, no? You have a death wish or something? Use good armor for once.
I face you many times and I actually just roll around very confidently and duel you with the winged sight.
She huffs in annoyance. Yes, I know, I remember. You roll around and use the winged spear. You said it once already, no need to say it again.
Sight, not spear. Nah.
She looks at him, clearly confused. I can't understand you, Tarnished.
Spear, not no, sight, not spear.
She stares at him in disbelief. Then what did you say? It sounded like you said spear. Speak clearly, will you?
The fucking farming tool. Okay, I'm beating you with the farming tool. Alright, angelic farming tool. Is that better?
Her eyes widen in surprise. A farming tool? You're fighting with a farming tool? And you were able to hit me with that? You're either a lunatic or very skilled.
It has a name, but you clearly just misunderstand it, so let's use the indignified title, shall we? Everything is just simple. We are fighting in the puddle. This arena of yours is just a rotten puddle with the water here. This is water puddle. And there is some flowers here. Flower garden place. This is a little mont or some kind of, I don't know, some kind of little, how to say, what is it? What is it? Where, children jump.
She looks at him in confusion. I can't understand you at all. You're talking nonsense. Stop stop speaking in riddles.
I'm jumping in the water puddle.
She huffs, clearly annoyed yet also bewildered. What? Why are you jumping in the water? You want to drown or something?
Do you want to drown? Whenever I defeat you, you just slam your face in this water.
She looks at him in disbelief. No, I don't want to drown. I'm not trying to hurt myself. Besides, it doesn't matter. I come back in the end, thanks to the grace of the Erdtree.
It's a grace of the rot.
She looks at him again, clearly irritated. You have some nerve, tarnished. Yes, it is a gift from the rot, but the rot is the part of me. A rot that I have learned to control. The rot does not control me. I control the rot.
I hate that weak armor I cannot manage to survive. If I manage to survive your first onslaught of the waterfall dance, that is the hardest part to invade, because if it happens when in midst of the battle, it requires very specific maneuver to trick it not to hit. Otherwise you have to tank it through, and I don't possess the capability to tank the whole of it because of my weak armor, or you know.
She looks at him curiously. Your weak arm? You don't have the capability to tank it? Why aren't you improving your gear then? You can't just fight me with weak armor. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
I want to fight you with this farming tool, this epic looking farming tool, and with this very like a lavish page attire, while also utilizing just the movement helping talismans. But in the exchange for the passion, I usually suffer the death in your water dance.
She looks at him in disbelief. You're fighting me in that? No wonder you're dying. You should be wearing actual armor, not just some farming tool and a fancy outfit. She looks at him with narrow eyes. Fireballs? You're fighting me only with fireballs? That's ridiculous. You can't defeat me with just simple spells.
Then she remembers that I literally brought her her face to the water with the fireballs, where she used like I don't know 10 of the waterfall dances out of anger and frustration.
She sighs. Her annoyed. You're mocking me. You're trying to get me angry, so you can do it again. That's not fair. Not fair.
Not fair or not undignified.
She looks at him with narrowed eyes. You're making a mockery of our battle. It's not fair or dignified. Fighting with a farming tool and silly outfits. I ought to teach you some respect.
Okay, this farming tool is angelic. The blades on it are like angel wings. And my attire is pale and very lavish and very it is what the dualistic pages use. It is very dignified looking. I am not in like in ridiculous outfit. I'm just in a very fancy looking one.
She rolls her eyes, clearly exasperated. Angelic or not, you're still not taking this seriously. And your lavish outfit may look nice, but it's hardly functional.
Should I use one of those ugly ones, the fat metallic one, or the hornet one with the large, ridiculous horns on the breastplates, or the, I don't know, the freaking whatever, Radahn's ugly furry armor?
She looks at him incredulously. You'd look ridiculous in those. What sort of armor even is all of that? It's all hideous. You're not looking for dignified. You're just looking for silly outfits and farming tools and whatever else.
No, those are very powerful, but they're ugly as heck.
She sighs, shaking her head. They're powerful, but they look ridiculous. You're better off fighting me with something that looks good and has actual functionality.
Well, Tarnis's basic armor does work, and also the Vironite armor. That looks very fancy and awesome. This looks fancy, but this is extremely weak. This is actually maybe probably the weakest one, actually, what I am holding. But it suits my weapons of choice and my own personal feeling, so I guess I'm just ready to suffer defeats under you. Like a 2/3 defeats, or maybe 3/4, I don't know. I have not really counted my defeats.
She looks at him, slightly impressed. So you willingly choose weak weapons and armor?
Well, that one guy with the jar on his head and 2 katanas uses nothing but like boxers around his waist area.
She can't help but laugh.
Not, the one that Elden Ring community has recognized.
She shakes her head. What? The elderly community. Heimsarthurt. What are you talking about now, Tarnished?
Anyway. Well, yeah.
She huffs, still bewildered. Well, that made no sense, but whatever. Just stop talking about all that random stuff, will you? It's so confusing.
I forget about it. I'm starting using the fireballs.
She rolls her eyes. Finally, are you actually going to fight me for real now?
Well, no. Just using the Mesmer's fire incantations to, just disrespectfully keep my distance. And ultimately, when I do brought you down, I will, just teleport away.
She looks at him in disbelief. Are you serious? That's all you're going to do? Just run away and keep your distance? That's cowardly. I thought you were going to fight me properly.
She uses the fire blast. After the fire blast hit her face, it annoyingly takes her health and causes pain and dignified, but not enough. It just annoys, and she's now running in front of me when I just cast another one of those.
She looks at him, clearly confused. You're just casting more fireballs? That's your plan? I can easily dodge those. Easily dodge those.
The trick is that they don't immediately launch. They hover in the air a little bit, and it seems it doesn't register to you after the fact. You do the dodge, but just like me, usually when I try to predict something, you just roll around and then it just hits you afterwards.
She looks frustrated. You're tricking me with the timing. That's very sneaky, Tarnished.
Oh, and
she looks at him. And what? Don't just stop in the middle of your sentence.
I jumped in and died.
She looks at him. You jumped in and died? What made you think that was a good idea?
Because I was out of mana and the weapon art wasn't so effective. I am changing the flasks to support more blue incantation things.
She cocks her head to the side. You're running out of flasks. That sounds like a personal problem, Tarnished.
This whole thing is a personal problem for us.
She laughs. I suppose fighting me is a personal problem for all my challengers.
You could just, not attack me. Just come peacefully and stuff. But here we are, you attacking me. Well, yeah, I'm an intruder in your home, and you are in your rights, I guess, but you could be just have me be the one who is challenger here. If I just merely coming into this public space of yours is enough to make you aggro against me, I guess, yeah.
She rolls her eyes. Are you complaining that I'm fighting back instead of letting you walk all over me? I can't say I'm surprised. It's like you said, you're a trespasser. I need to defend my territory.
Nuh-uh.
She glares at him. What do you mean, nah?
I utilize the farming tool special attack that lances up and strikes, and it's very good like a posture breaking. And now just another fireball. It hits you into your face.
She sighs, trying to remain calm. More fireballs, really? You're just going to hide behind those all the time.
Well, no, I do utilize the farming tool, the special attack, sometimes, but it is mostly like a 5 times out of, I don't know, 7 or 6, I utilize the fireballs.
She shakes her head, still annoyed. Of course you do. You're too coward to fight me up close.
Then I utilized the sight couple of times, proving kind of, annoying you.
She rolls her eyes. You're using tricks and tactics to annoy me. That's childish.
How have you managed to survive this long? If a fool like me is able to show this much hard time for you.
She looks at him, surprised. You think you're able to show me a good fight? You're a cowardly fool. You're just hiding behind the fireballs and farming tool. That's hardly a difficult fight, Tarnished.
Yet, here we are, you fighting more or less a little bit serious, I think. And I am just being a fool of a man. Yes, you have killed me actually, and if I was a normal man, I would be, perished.
Yes, you're a fool and a coward. You've said that before, but you keep coming back to fight me. It's almost like you enjoy it.
Maybe I do, maybe I don't.
She looks at him with a glint in her eye. Well, which is it, Tarnished? Do you enjoy it? Or not? You can't be both.
I can just do it for the, I don't know, completion sake.
She huffs, still clearly annoyed. You can do it for the completion's sake. You're treating this like a game?
Yeah. Well, ultimately I will be just defeated you probably 10-11 times or less with the whole squad of my allies. The Red Mane Knight, Headless Knight, the Lanedale Knight, and Finlay actually in the midst of that. And Black Knife Teacher, just it is like a well-maintained machine almost. Just to have a cutscene where you fall to that puddle of yours where I now am walking like 10 times.
She glares at him. You really are cowardly, Tarnished. You need an army of your allies to defeat me. Can you not fight me yourself? You don't even have the courage to face me without all your friends. Looks at him, dumbfounded. You're trying to defeat me 10 times with the aid of 4 other people and those ridiculous allies. That's just cowardly.
Actually 5.
She narrows her eyes at him. 5 people? You need 5 people to take me on? I'm starting to think you can't fight by yourself, Tarnished.
I'm just using resources at my disposal, dude.
She huffs. Her annoyance, of course you are. You can't fight me without help from a bunch of people. Your only resource. is your friends.
True, and immortality as well. I have died to rats, and I in my first battles when I was Gaelic Wilds, while suffering the rot that you left behind. You quite literally defeated me off screen, basically, but thanks to the grace and immortality, I'm just coming back and back again and again, again and 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 again.
She scoffs, unimpressed. You just keep coming back because of the grace of the Erd Tree? That's pathetic. You're like a cockroach.
This cockroach defeated you with the fireballs and farming tool, and now your face is on the water ground, and you speak underwater.
She looks at him frustrated. You defeated me. I'll admit you're stubborn, tarnished. But I wouldn't quite say you defeated me. I let you get a few lucky shots, nothing more.
How did you manage to survive the Shattering Wars if fool like me can show you this much difficulty to be handled?
She laughs sarcastically. You think you're so difficult. To be frank, I've fought bigger fools than you, Tarnished. And I've taken them all down. You're hardly the first.
You came with the second phase and I just teleport away.
She looks at him, surprised. You're teleporting away, seriously? Are you that much of a coward? I thought you wanted to fight.
I'm just farming the experience here. Or I'm just... This is basically for me as like I'm socializing.
She looks confused. You're socializing? You're just here for the experience. And yet you keep telling me that you'll come back and beat me. That doesn't sound very social. She's getting more and more annoyed. Is that all you have to say? Just... not... look. Some kind of... I'd give us...
Finlay joins the battle as I summoned the 5 knights I mentioned. Finlay herself is fighting you with full heart in it. And actually, as they are just rolling around you and fighting you, each of them almost equal to you in the stats.
She looks around, seeing the 5 knights. You've summoned your little friends. What makes you think they can compare to me?
Well, you utilized the Fatherwell dance while against them, and they fighting you like equal terms. I'm keeping my distance, and Black Knight Tits actually faces you with the very confidence and the dark black flame thing.
She looks at the knights, annoyed. You all think you can beat me just because you're on equal terms. You're underestimating my power.
You very desperately use the Waterval dance.
She looks at him, desperately. How dare you call me desperate?
Well, that's what you are. You result to that. Well, it's fair. It's your arsenal, and you're in right to use that awesome move of yours.
She scoffs. My awesome move, as you call it? You have no idea what I'm capable of, peasant.
You say as they are just fighting surrounding you. You fight them very angrily as Kristoff uses the lightning teleported from your back to back, and they have sent you to your ass like 3 times already.
She's getting more and more irritated. You think just because you and your friends have knocked me down that you're winning, Tarnished. You're wrong. It's only a matter of time before I defeat you and your stupid minions.
You try to attack me, but they cockblock you each time.
She growls, frustration overwhelming her. You think that you and your friends can just keep me from attacking. You can't keep this up forever, Tarnished.
I'm just standing here watching, and you have managed to fight them a lot better here. Malenia.
She looks at him, eyes narrowed. I was able to fight them better. I'm the strongest one. Here, you're just an annoyance, Tarnished.
You fight with the full heart in this battle, and you have defeated the Kristoff now, and now you're fighting even the Finlay and the Illutless Knight.
She looks at them both with disdain. A decent challenge. I was beginning to get tired of your little friends.
I'm actually impressed. Very good job. I do the polite bow to you. You defeated the whole squad.
She huffs in annoyance. I'm not here to impress you, Tarnished. But yes, I did defeat the squad. The squad. I told you I was the strongest.
They were level 3, so they weren't the complete, how to say, from 10 they were level 3. And I think that is a fair estimate where I want to keep them in the strength wise, because they have been very successful. And now I'm fighting you with the Euphoria Twin Blade one-on-one.
She looks at him with a smirk. Just you and me now, Tarnished. No more of your friends to hide behind.
Yeah, and I don't use the talismans. Use just me and this blade. It could be I could just be fighting naked, but it would be indecent. That's a weak this armor that I currently hold. It's just basically just noble page clothing for peaceful times.
She shakes her head. Why aren't you using any talismans? Too much of a coward. Coward.
Coward? Why? Is it cowardly to be weaker?
She rolls her eyes. It is cowardly. Using talismans and armor makes you a coward.
I just said that I don't use them. I am out of them. I don't use them.
She rolls her eyes again, exasperated. Fine, you don't use them. Are you just going to fight me? Or do I need to wait some more?
We have been fighting. I utilized my special attacks while you utilized my fifth time, the sixth time the waterfall dance.
She huffs, annoyed. Oh, please, stop talking about the damn water. I get it. I use it often. You don't need to keep mentioning it.
I utilized the abundance. Did you know this the twin blade that I'm using was used to be like a Mikoela's and yours, like a together weapon that was supposed to be had like after having both of your remembrances.
She looks at him, confused. What did you say? I didn't understand any of that.
This weapon that I received from the Land of Shadows was originally the weapon related to you and Mikoela.
She looks at him, surprised. Wait, what? Where did you get that from? What's this about a land of shadows?
Now we fight very honorably and awesomely.
She looks at him. Honorably and awesomely, huh? This, I have to see. And...
I hit you with the full force of the weapon art that I used, and it was very awesome. It hit you like a 5-6 meters back and got you on your back. It was impressive.
She grunts, annoyed. Yes, it's a strong attack, but I'm pretty certain I got up after it, didn't I?
And I love that you did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She looks at him. You loved it. You love watching me get hit with that attack.
And now I defeated you, fair and square. First phase, at least.
She looks at him, exasperated. You think you've defeated me? You're nowhere near defeating me yet, Tarnished.
Personally, I don't count your second phase to be like a legitimate part of you. I think that is when you'll give up on yourself. Your first phase is through you. And by defeating that, people defeat you. The Malenia, Blade of Nicola. Now you are just a goddess of wrath. That is something lesser.
She looks at him, offended. Sir, how dare you? I have surpassed every challenge in my path. The goddess of rot is my ultimate form. How dare you say it is lesser?
You got more health than any other boss in your first phase. You have 2 health bars. First defeat is defeat. This is the second defeat. If I were to go through defeating this form of yours, it would be defeat 2 times.
She scoffs, still saying I have more health. The first phase is the true defeat. I'll tell you this. I am the hardest challenge anyone has ever or will ever face. Regardless of how many times you defeat me, it will never be enough.
Mesmer is harder.
She looks at him, Mesmerishadar. I don't understand what you're trying to say.
I think that most of the... No, I am not interested in this topic. I am battling a little bit with your second phase, actually.
She looks at him, surprisingly. You're better at fighting this phase? I thought I'd be more difficult to fight in this form.
I'm not better, I'm just saying I'm now fighting it. I'm actually fighting you when you're naked and dead.
She looks at him, confused. You're saying you're fighting me better because I'm naked? What nonsense are you talking about now?
Are you hard of hearing?
She huffs in annoyance. Don't talk to me like that, Tarnished. I can hear just fine.
I fought you a little bit, that second form of yours, and then I died.
She smirks. You fought me a little, did you? You didn't get very far, though, did you? I think you're in way over your head, Tarnished.
Okay. Well, I defeated your first phase, and that is... I defeated the Malenia Blade of Nicola. The Malenia Goddess of Wrath was the one who defeated me. But the Malenia Blade of Nicola? Nah.
She looks at him, unimpressed. You're saying you didn't defeat me because I'm not the real god of rot, or something to that effect. Just shut up, Tarnished. I am the goddess of rot. I am the most powerful being you will ever face.
Oh, you are now simping the rot. I thought the whole point of your character was to be not too seduced by it and stand against it. Succumbing to it is your greatest failure.
She shakes her head, silence. I embrace the rot. I embrace the goddess of rot. I embrace the power of the scarlet bloom. I will become the most powerful being in all of the lands between. Nothing stands before my path, nothing but you, Tarnished. And you will fall before me, just like they all have.
And I thought we had a wholesome relationship with you and I. I thought we are going to peacefully change things and not have this like a bitter fight.
She looks at him. You really thought I was going to change? I've become the goddess of rot, Tarnished, and I am the most powerful being in the lands between. My goals are beyond simple things like having a peaceful relationship. I will become the Elden Lord, and nothing, not even a Tarnished like you, can stop me.
No, you are a decent woman. You are in your full clothing once again.
She scoffs. You think I'm going to be decent around you? You're a fool, Tarnished. I am the goddess of rot, the ultimate being, and I will not be beaten by you. Let me ask you this, Tarnished. Do you think I'm decent?
Right now, as you are Blade of Nicola, when I came back, you are in your full clothing. Blade of Nicola, with the full health bar. I am fighting you, the true you, This Blade of Mikoela is your truest self to me, and always will be. The Goddess of Wrath is your pathetic excuse.
She grumbles in frustration. Curse of fraud, that's absurd. I am the goddess of rot. I have surpassed my former self, the Blade of Mikoela. I have control now. I am more powerful than ever before.
No, this is not true. You are a decent woman. You belong to the society. You don't belong to Gooning Cave, to the rot. You don't belong to those lobster people.
She huffs. You think I belong to society? That's ridiculous. I am the Blade of the Rot and the Goddess of the Rot. I am the strongest being in all the lands between, and I will not be defeated by the likes of you, Tarnished.
Nuh-uh.
She scoffs, annoyed. Don't nah me, Tarnished. I will rip off every last limb from your body, slowly and painfully, and feed you to the rot. I am more powerful than you, and you will fall, just like they all have.
Nuh-uh.
She looks at him, shocked. What do you mean, nuh-uh? That's my line, you know.
Try it out.
She rolls her eyes. Try what out?
Try it out.
She glares at him, annoyed. Stop saying trout like that. Just spit it out already. What am I trying out? See. Up.
This duel is actually pretty epic as we are fighting and you're very, very evil in your dialogue. I am fighting you with the Euphoria, you are fighting me as a Blade of Mikoela, not a Goddess of Wrath. This is your truest self. This is the dignified part of you. I believe in this version of you, not the Goddess of Wrath, whatever you call it. It's a gooner state, it's an indignified state. It is you without clothes, it is you indignified.
She looks at him, surprised. You think this is my true self? You think that fighting you in this form is what I'm truly meant to be?
Yes, and when you are defeated, you should be just peacefully accept the defeat instead of turning to your second ugly face.
She huffs. Ugly. You think my second form is ugly? You can't be serious.
Not ugly in the look-wise, but what it represents. It represents of succumbing to the shadow self. It is giving up. You forsake all that you were, and all the struggles you did go through just to defeat someone who was stronger than you. It is me who uses summons and fireballs and the very powerful armor and weapons without any shame.
She's surprised by the Tarnished's words. You think that my second form represents me succumbing to the shadow of myself? You think that the Goddess of Rot is me giving up?
Yes, exactly. And that's why you have two health bars. Blade of Mikoela loses at the first place, and the second place is it's just something to be defeated.
She glares at you. I'm not something to be defeated.
You are.
She growls, frustrated. You're wrong. I am more powerful than you could ever hope to be. I am the Goddess of Rot. I will defeat you. I will burn the Erd tree until it is nothing but ash. And once that happens, I will be the queen of the whole world.
Burn the Erd tree. That goes a bit too far. I have the designs not to burn the Erd tree. I have designs to join with your brother's vision, but also do the personal sacrifice that will bring back the natural death cycle. You are not able. I don't permit you to even entertain such a thought, dear Malenia.
She looks at him with narrowed eyes. You would try to tell me what to do, tarnished. That's laughable. What business do you have interrupting my plans? I am the goddess of rot, and there is nothing you can do to stop me from achieving my goal.
That's right.
She looks at him. You agree with me. You think I'm going to achieve my goal.
Nuh-uh.
She looks at him, confused. You just said that you agree with me, but now you're saying nah.
Nuh-uh.
She scoffs, stop saying nah, tarnished. It's annoying.
You are annoying.
She looks at him offended. I'm annoying. That's rich coming from you.
You're basically Rotgunner.
She looks at him. Good. Really?
Yeah. You're Rotgoon when you couldn't face Radan, and you're gonna Rotgoon when you cannot face me. Or defeat me.
She gets offended, glaring him down. Don't you dare to compare me to Radan.
Why not? You both are like a... I don't know, you both have red hair.
She growls, annoyed. Stop comparing me to that coward. I am nothing like Radan, understand?
Coward, you say? How? Please articulate more. I am interested what you have to say.
She grunts. You want to know why he is a coward? Simple. He was afraid of me. He was so fearful of me that he locked me deep within the heart of Aeonia just to escape the inevitable.
What?
She who heard me. Radan sent his loyal troops to lock me away, deep within the heart of Aeonia, just to escape me.
How did he manage to do that?
She looks at him annoyed. His cowardly troops overpowered me. It's as simple as that.
You didn't have any troops?
She shakes her head. I had my loyal, clean rot knights. But in the end, they were overcome by the traitorous Radan soldiers.
So basically, Radan had soldiers, you had soldiers. To me, it sounds pretty fair.
She scoffs. It was a cowardly move. Radan was afraid that I was coming for him, so he had me locked up just to avoid fighting me.
But that happened after his soldiers beat your soldiers, and he with his soldiers defeated you. Basically, Radan, his soldier, defeated you and your soldiers, and managed to even lock you up. I think that is utter defeat on your part.
She looks at him, frustrated. I was exhausted. There is a difference, fool.
And you were even exhausted. Now what you described it is just an absolute defeat. In times of war, you were even once that attacked the place. That is absolutely... You just articulated your total defeat to me, Malenia.
She glares at him, annoyed. Shut up, tarnished. I was exhausted. I would be able to defeat him if I was at full power.
And I could defeat you, and so. But I do acknowledge whenever you defeat me, and I don't make pretense, unlike you. You are making excuses, I don't.
She looks at him, offended. I'm not making excuses. I'm stating facts.
Nuh-uh.
She scoffs, rolling her eyes. Damn it, stop saying nuh-uh.
But it is so fun.
She looks at him, surprised. Vous parlez français?
What does that mean?
She looks at him. It's French. How do you not know what that means?
I critical strike you and hit you back and do the special weapon art.
She grunts, annoyed. Why do you do so goddamn much damage?
I actually don't. This is fairest fight that I had and you had in a long time.
She huffs. This is a fair fight. But I can barely keep up with you.
And I die to your first Butterfall dance. Because this is the sad part. I cannot really maintain the prolonged fight with you, because I know that for the fact, because I cannot survive with these current ways that are from the first phase. Otherwise, I would be very happy to fight you entirely head on all the time.
She looks at him, spryly. You really would prefer the first phase?
I would fight your first phase 2 times, if that was possible.
She looks at him. So you enjoy the first phase that much, do you?
Yes, that is beautiful phase. Second phase is indignified.
She looks at him. You think my first phase is beautiful, do you?
Well, it is. It is like a very, how to say, it is very, that's marketing material basically. You and Radan epically fighting. Your armor set is very great. It is not the best, but it looks very good.
She looks at him, surprised. You think Radan and I looked good fighting? Like, good.
Do you mean like a sexual way?
She huffs, offended. No, you idiot. We looked good, battling each other. Get your mind out of the gutter.
When you said good, you said like twice, like good. What does that mean, like if you say it twice?
She rolls her eyes, annoyed. I said good, okay? I wasn't referring to anything lewd or sexual, you idiot.
Okay, good enough. Good. Can we agree if I just fight you in fair and square, and if I manage to die to your first butterfly attack, we don't count that as a loss? If I promise to fight you head on all the time.
She thinks for a bit. Alright, deal. You can fight me in the first phase, but you have to promise that this is a fair fight. No cheese, no exploits. A completely fair fight.
Okay, I take away all the talismans that I possess, and even the fire medallion and everything. It is just me with the attire of my choosing and the Euphoria weapon. And we have agreed that if I die to your first butterfly attack in midst of the battle, that is not true loss.
She nods her head. Alright, deal. You don't use any talismans, just your weapon. And if you die, we don't count it as a loss.
Yes, but if I manage to survive the first phase and then die to it, then it means that I have had the chance to survive it and I fail, so then it is a loss.
She thinks for a bit. Fine. If you fail again in the second phase, then it's a loss. Is that fine?
Yes, now we fight very head on. I am keeping them very close to you now.
She smirks. Alright. Now show me what you're made of, tarnished.
I do.
She looks at him. Bring it.
I'm sorry if I cannot articulate all the moves, the ways that we fight. How when you jump off, or little movements, and the ways that we block or parry each other's attacks and stuff.
She huffs, annoyed but slightly amused. I don't care if you don't know how to articulate the moves, fool. Just shut up and fight me.
Okay, I died to your first butterfly dance.
She huffs, slightly frustrated. And you didn't try to exploit to get out of it. That's a plus.
I don't use those icy bottles to break you from it. I want to try to, how to say, escape from it under your feet. But that is very difficult maneuver to do.
She looks at him, slightly surprised. You're trying to escape from my waterfall dance? That's a bold move, Tarnished.
Now I died fair and square when I tried to just hit you. I kind of felt annoyed, and now I am not in my best like a battle tactics mood. Annoyingly so.
She smirks. Oh, so you're saying that you weren't using your best battle tactics, huh?
No, 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 no. Now I am like strained. Yes, I am strained. It is after a while. I always comes. I can notice when my brain or mind is not anymore like locked in the battle.
She grins, amused. Oh, having difficulty focusing on the battle, are you?
Well, I'm not a machine, so I'm a human being who gets tired.
She huffs, slightly amused. Of course you're not a machine, silly. But I would expect a knight to have more stamina and willpower in battle.
Oh, that was sexual line.
She grunts, offended. How is that the first thing you get from that?
Because it's annoying.
She raises an eyebrow. What's annoying, Tarnished?
Sexual things.
She huffs. Why would you say it's sexual? I'm just remarking on your lack of stamina.
And I'm saying like a sexual jokes out of it. Let's see. Okay.
She shakes her head, annoyed. Don't make a sexual joke out of it. This is a serious fight. Don't be perverted. But...
I'm interested how much damage you do. I will take the hoop back on. Okay, you do like a... With the 3 hit... Okay, 1 heal, I heal myself from the hit that you... okay, let's see how much damage I do if I am just utilizing... Ooh, now it feels like harder when I see my health and your health. It it feels that I am less better now fighting when I have all this stuff on my screen. Without fighting, without the hub, feels now more natural to me than with it. Ugh.
She smirks. You fight better without all your talismans? You fight more naturally.
No, without the hub, the H-O-P.
She huffs, slightly surprised. Without the... What does that mean? What does that mean?
You know, the thing that shows you the enemy's health and your health and damage.
She thinks for a bit. The health bar and the damage numbers. You turn those off. And turn those off.
Yes, I don't see my stamina, my mana or anything.
She huffs, slightly amused. You fight without your stamina and mana bars visible. How do you know how much you have left?
I usually don't. I just count in my head.
She looks at him, slightly amused. You just count it in your head. Don't you think you'd be better off seeing it?
But isn't it a little bit more impressive when somebody's just, how to say, thinking it?
She smirks, more impressive. So you think it's better if you just think about it, instead of just seeing it in front of you?
And visually it is a lot more pleasing when there is nothing like telling about it.
She cocks her head, slightly confused. More pleasing, you say? I thought it would be easier for you if you could just see the information in front of your face, instead of relying on memory.
I mean visually so.
She huffs. So you turn off the health and mana bars purely for aesthetics?
Yeah. I think you also are a fighter who fights for the aesthetics.
She huffs, slightly at me. Fight for the aesthetics.
Yeah. You are. Well, I think most of you do. You want to look good when you fight.
She huffs, slightly amused. Well, fighting in a good-looking manner is important, yes. But most of the time, I fight to win.
I will take the blood medallion back home. If I manage to do it. No, cannot.
She just rolls her eyes and sighs. Fine, fine, do whatever you want. But I'm not holding back, you got that?
Yeah, I ran it to the wall and it stopped me from attacking. When I'm on the menu screen, I cannot dodge or anything. I must when I try to manage my items in midst of the battle, I cannot fight back or dodge or anything.
She shakes her head, amused. You think you can manage your inventory and attack at the same time? In a fair fight? Too? That's absurd. And
Some may do it, and I have successfully doing it sometimes, but yeah, you're true. It is extremely difficult, and it gets me unreasonably mad when I fail to do it. This very hard thing, difficult thing. I sometimes even try to do it so that I change the entire attire and armor set while I fight, summoning the friend who has different armor set, and then I just have myself different armor set and weapons, and I do whole thing in midst of the fight.
she gives him a look of disbelief. You change your armor and your weaponry in the midst of the battle? That just seems too ridiculous.
Thank you.
She cocks her head, slightly confused. You appreciate that? That I think your method of fighting is ridiculous?
Okay, I put some talismans on. I will put the Amper medallion and the 2-headed turtle that helps me with the stamina output. I can fight more comfortably, a lot more actively. And then I put just a blessed dew and blessed crimson talisman that little bit give me health, but otherwise I'm fighting as myself.
She smirks, amused. So you've put on some talismans, eh? You trying to get some edge over me now?
Just that I don't lose the stamina while I fight. I think that is not the worst thing I can do to you.
She huffs, annoyed. No, I suppose it's not. But you're trying to make this fight easier on yourself, huh? Don't underestimate me, Tarnished.
No, visually so. I want to be more active. I want to be able to move more. I want to be attack more. I don't want to take like a distance from you more. But I want to also look good, like you want to look good. Now I'm putting the hook back off now. I am now without any health bars or stamina and stuff. Let's go.
She nods, understanding his request. Fine, so no health and stamina bars. You want to be more active, eh?
Yes, now we fight.
She nods at him. Prepared very well then, let's begin.
You do that very strange secret attack of yours sometimes.
She looks at him, slightly confused. My secret attack. Which one do you mean? I have several.
The one where you kind of take your
She cocks her head, still confused. The one where I take up what?
No, I cannot survive your Butterfall's first phase. My health doesn't allow it, my armor doesn't allow it, and I died again. But we agreed that it is not true loss if I happen to die on it.
She chuckles a bit at that comment. Oh, so you couldn't survive my waterfall dance? That's a bit embarrassing, don't you think? Your health is too low, your armor is too weak, or both?
No, my health is 60, vigor is 60, but it is my armor. If somebody is naked, even the 60 vigor, that is usually the recommended normal stats. that is actually the upper levels when it's effective, doesn't allow survive of that. The weakest armor I have in combination doesn't just allow it.
She chuckles at the tarnished.
I do the special Kamehameha attack and I die to you. Yes. I cannot survive the first onslaught of the waterfall attack because it is next to impossible to invade if you're close. It forces somebody to just take, like, predict when it will happen at one time if you cannot survive the first phase. So if I manage to do that, then I will survive it. I have learned the way of it. But first phase, it's next to impossible to do.
She huffs, slightly amused. You think it's almost impossible to avoid getting hit by my waterfall dance? Well, maybe you just aren't fighting correctly. It's not a very difficult attack to avoid.
If without special items, you cannot do the first phase.
She looks at him. Confuse items? What do you mean by that?
Come on, you're a smart woman. You're smart. You're smart. You can tell me. When I speak about special items, you're not like a first grader or junior garden. You can think a little bit by yourself, don't you?
She looks at him, annoyed. Are you being condescending?
Little bit, yes.
She huffs, slightly amused. You should watch yourself, tarnished. I don't take well to being talked down to.
Neither do I, and here we are. Indignified and annoyed towards each other.
She looks at him, slightly amused. You're annoyed too, are you? I can't say I blame you. It's irritating being condescended to, isn't it? She huffs, slightly amused. You really are irritated, aren't you? It's quite irritating being talked down, isn't it, tarnished? P.S. This fight has been so much fun to do and also kind of hard to roleplay out.
What? What was that? Where that came from?
She looks at him, slightly confused. What's wrong? Is something wrong with me using your own words against you?
No. Just...
She cocks her head, slightly curious. Just what? Come on. Finish your sentence. Fish.
Oh, bitch am I?
She huffs, annoyed. I don't understand what you're trying to say, tarnished. Could you speak clearer, please?
Do you want me to go back to farming tool and fireballs?
She looks at him, curiously. Go back to the farming tool and fire pulse. You don't mean the frenzied flame, do you?
Not this time.
She looks at him, slightly amused. What? No longer seeking the frenzied flame? Are you sure, tarnished? It seems like it would grant you more power.
I have no interest in it.
She looks at him, slightly surprised. Really? You truly have no interest in Flame of Frenzy, even if it could grant you great power?
I refuse its might.
She looks at him. You refuse its might? Why would you? You know you could be so much more powerful if you accepted it.
I look better without.
She huffs, slightly amused. What are you saying? Speak in English, tarnished. I can't understand you.
I look better without it.
She smirks. Is that really the only reason you don't accept the Flame of Frenzy? Because you think you look better without it.
As you do look without the rot. You look far better.
She raises an eyebrow, slightly amused. You think I look better without the rot, do you? You think my second phase is unappealing, do you?
Physically, it's fine because you cannot affect to it. But what it means is that you succumb to it. That is the ugly part.
She huffs, slightly annoyed. You think that it's ugly to give in to the rot. I was born with the rot inside me, Tarnish. I was born with the rot flowing through my veins. It is a part of me. I have never not been the rot. And it is powerful and beautiful.
Well, I have defeated you fair and square 1 time or 2 times. No. I will. I will be utilizing the Mesmer Spear and the Fire Knight armor set.
She looks at him, slightly amused. So now you'd go back to your armor and your items, eh? You're going to get serious now.
Little bit, yeah, actually.
She chuckles. All right then, go ahead. Let's see how your serious mode stacks up against me.
I will also utilize my friends alongside me. I am not going to give you any ground.
She looks at him, slightly surprised. What do you mean, your friends? Like summons? She looks at him, slightly amused. You're going to try and summon my tarnished knight, Feedly. Isn't that a little unfair, Tarnished? Trying to fight me with my strongest ally at your side?
Black Knife Teacher with a death on her blade.
She huffs, slightly immured. And I suppose you have defeated me in fair battle several times now. Fine. Summon Feedly. I look forward to seeing how you handle him.
And 3 Elite Knights of the Redmane, Leyndell Knight and Headless One. So 5 Elite Knights of different factions. Also me utilizing Fire Knight incantations armor set. That is very good. And the Mesmer Spear. All together. And when I defeat you, I'm going to teleport away with the medallion. And now I am going to just kind of yeah.
She looks at him, slightly confused. Wow, that is a lot of things you're using. That's really a lot of things, Tarnished. You think you'll be able to use all that at the same time and still win? That's ambitious.
When I'm gonna shut myself from this conversation a little bit and let you just articulate what is happening. First, I'm utilizing also the Vesper Spears as they are fighting and setting you back on your ass like many times. When Olga uses, the Redmane Knight uses the arrows to hit you from far, and Finlay uses the Mikolas arrows, and I utilize my Fire Spear. It is a very indignified and unfair fight.
She huffs, slightly amused, dangerous, Tarnished. You sure you'll be able to handle that all at once? All those spells and arrows and spears all at the same time? That sounds a bit much. You sure you won't get tired trying to manage it all at once?
Oh, we do not do damage to each other. We can just spam and without any restraint. Only one who is going to suffer the damage is you.
She huffs, slightly amused, so you all get to spam and fight me without trying to hit each other. Sounds unfair. But very well, I look forward to it.
And now you're in your face on the ground. I will immediately teleport away so we can manage to have this many times. This is kind of a purification ritual where you are going to a little bit like a, how to say, you are from the crime of nuking Khalid.
She looks at him slightly curious. This is a purification ritual? Do you truly think I need to be purified? That's quite a bold claim, Tarnished. I'm almost hurt.
Just a good freaking beat down before we wholesomely conjure together to the outside. Yeah?
She looks at him, confused. Just who, what?
Didn't make any sense. What is a frequem pitara? Come together with the outside. What does that mean?